stream, and then I'll share it to Facebook so that people can get one. All right. Just preparing to live stream, and then I'll share it to. Looks like we are officially live.
We are. Wow, man. Awesome. We made it just in time. Somebody just walked in my office and.
All right. Oh, guys. Look. You raised your hand. All right. Welcome to our midweek debrief. We are so glad to have you here. If you are watching live, if you're rewatching it, thanks for joining us. This is All Things City Church. We talk about vision, we talk about big picture, and we talk about pressing things here at City Church.
I took my hand down. I'm not raising my hand anymore. So, Taylor, what's happening with
Not
City
too much.
Church? Not too much?
I thought you were asking me, like, what's happening in my life, but you mean...
No, not too much.
You mean City Church.
You got a baby, you got a wife.
Oh, I got a lot on that end, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. 2 girls. Yeah, there's a lot happening at City Church. I mean, first and foremost, we got our drive-in this Sunday for our Mother's Day service. We're so excited for that. It's going to be our first drive-in. So we got the stage out. We're getting it ready. We're, getting the parking lot ready, everything like that. So we're super excited.
So this is brand new for us. What are we going to expect? I mean, we're still going to do digital services, right?
Yeah, on all of our platforms. Yep.
All platforms still go in that direction.
Yep.
What's going to happen in the drive-in? What's that?
Yeah, it's only during our 10:45 a.m. experience. And so basically they will show up, and right at the front entrance, somebody will direct you to a parking spot. We're going to put, SUVs, vans in the back, smaller cars in the front so everybody can sort of see. We're going to have an outdoor stage, weather permitting. Supposedly it's supposed to snow right now. Praying that away. That'd be crazy.
No way. Snow?
And so, it said less than an inch of snow possible. And so stay posted on that, because we probably won't have it if there's snow and rain. But as of right now, we're having it. And you drive up, we direct you. You stay right in your car. We got an FM transmitter. We have speakers to send it out. We're going to have worship, message, offering, everything, even something for your kids to do in the car. You just throw your hazards on, let us know, hey, I got a kid, or I'd like some prayer, or I need this or that. And so that's generally the idea. You go through the service, and then after, you just head home. You stay right in your car. So we're still respecting the government. We're still following social distancing, keeping people safe, being wise about it. And so, that's sort of the deal with driving. We're super excited to at least see people's faces on a Sunday, not just words. And then on all platforms, we still have our digital church happening on all experience times. So
now, Alyssa, your sister, my daughter, their church has done 2 of these, I think, 2 or 3, I think 2, drive-in churches. They love it. I think just seeing the faces, and I think people long to just see familiar faces, they've been sheltered, kind of stay at home for too long, and kind of want to see people, at least you can wave at them. From your car, you can talk from your car, that type of thing. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, we're super
first stoked. Time we're trying it.
Yeah, super stoked. So hopefully you can join us for that. We got a gift for our moms as well, just a small gift for them as they come, and so make it special this Mother's Day. What's happening tomorrow, PC? What are we a part of tomorrow?
All right. So, just to kind of go back just a tiny bit. We're going to have a gift from others. We are going to do one more time, a name on God. God's name. And so it's a message for everyone. We have some stories about Mom, and so it'll be tied in. Tomorrow is National Day of Prayer. National Day of Prayer. And so the Sheboygan channel, YouTube channel, has an hour of prayer they have different pastors from the community. I'm one of them. That's part of that.
What time are you on?
We're trying to see if we can broadcast it on our Facebook.
What time are you on?
I'm like they do an alphabetical order, so I think I'm up
first,
like first or second. Yeah.
5 a.m.
No, it's at noon, I think.
Oh, praise
Noon
God.
or 1 or something like that.
I wasn't gonna be there if it was 5 a.m.
You weren't? Oh
no.
Prayer, come on, we got to get up, we got to sacrifice.
I don't even think Jesus is up at 5 a.m.
Yeah. It's it's a good time to pray. I mean, seriously, it's a good time to dedicate a day to pray. There'll be other things going on, if you check your web or check I know that in the past they've had other places where nationally, Day of Prayer is going on, and through other media, and that you can join national programs as well as local stuff. And so
why should they show up?
Well, I think, once again, we go back to 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people will humble themselves and pray and turn from the wicked ways, the Lord says he will heal their land. And honestly, we need healing in so many different ways. I think we need healing from sin in our life. I think we need healing in the area of our, really probably our government, and where's that going? The disunity that we have so often. I think we need healing in the area of COVID and all that has done, what's resonating right now and what's impacting. I think we are right now, I think we are close to 65 people in our county. And I think we're like 9,000 in our state. I can't remember the stats for the whole, I think for the whole United States, it's like 1,200,000 or something like that. And 70,000 deaths from that. I guess when you don't have somebody that's vulnerable, or you don't have somebody that's older, you don't think about it as much maybe. But, like my mom, well, she passed away in March, but, I just think of, being around kind of an older set and then of people and recognizing how vulnerable they are. And my mom kind of went in 1 week. She was good. We were at a Japanese restaurant. What is it? Lumi's or Yumi's. And one moment, and then 1 week, and it was her birthday. And then the next week, she was in hospice and passed away, and just went so quick. So, it's important for us to care for the people that are around us. And I think that impacts, we were talking a little bit about that. The question is, when does the church open up? And how do we deal with that? Because I think that's been a question that's been asked over and over again, and we're all anxious to come back together. But
yeah, I think we're super excited. I think we also just want to make sure, as Scripture talks about, respecting our government, and what is it? It talks about how God was the one who put those people in charge, and so we want to respect our government first of all, and then we also want to be wise stewards. And so, like you said, there's people who, if we just continue services like nothing happened, they're put in vulnerable positions, and we have to be responsible, respectful of that. And so, for sure, I don't think we're meeting in May. I think as we've talked and looked at everything, and even if you look at Governor Evers, Badger Bounce Back program, it wouldn't look like it'd be possible for us to meet in May yet. And so we got to keep on doing digital church, keep on plugging away, doing some drive-in services, staying connected digitally so that we don't feel disconnected, and just keep on plugging away at connecting with each other. And so, but the threat is real, and we just have to be good stewards of it. And we have to be respectful to our community, our people, the vulnerable people, and respectful to our government.
What are some things that we need to remember as a church, that is important as we go through this time?
I'm gonna flip that question on you. What do you think are important?
Flip it back. All right. That's a good question. Good question,
That's a good
Chuck.
question.
All right. I think probably a good thought is, that was my wife calling. Probably a good thought is the idea of, there are people that are hurting around us, and we need to be the church. And it's so easy to get tired. It's weary, to get weary in well-doing. But scripture says, you know what? Don't get weary in well-doing. We just need to keep our eyes on the Lord, keep getting filled up with the Lord, not get weary. Still, I think it's so easy to get fractured as a church. There's so much out there on the internet. We still got to be the church. We still got to come together, on Sunday, and can't replace it with other things. I still listen to some of the greatest, preachers and worship out there, and have opportunity to do that. And man, that's the wonderful part of being online, but I am not going to miss the people that I'm committed to. And so I think that commitment of being in one accord is so important for city church people, because it's not a building. And it's not an organization. It's about people, being committed to one another, and so I just think that that's so huge. It's so easy to get out of focus. Yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure put on mom and parents. They're homeschooling in a sense, and working and doing a lot of other things, and talk to a mom today and how difficult that is, trying to manage all that.
Well, I think it's also even just the digital stamina is low, we get tired of looking at Zoom in a screen, and that's our lives. And so I think, making sure that we prioritize the right things when it comes to digital stamina. If you're getting tired of looking at a screen, well, instead of watching hours of Netflix, make sure you watch church. It's choosing the right things, the things that fill you up, the things that will pay off in your life spiritually, physically, emotionally. It's the things that give you life, not take away life. And so but we just want to be careful with it. We want to keep on going, and like you said, church is extremely important. It's important now more than ever for us to keep on being the church. And it's not a service or an experience. It's not just us gathering at City Church, the building. Even then, we don't want to go back to normal church. That's not what we want. We don't want to just go back to gathering just to gather. We want to change what we're doing and really be intentional about it moving forward. And so I think that's just even good to realize there is no back to normal. There's a new normal coming. We're going to embrace it. We're going to give our all to it. And so we just want to be respectful of people's time. And so last thing I think is our care page, because our heart for church and for people is that we want to care, we want to serve. That's what we believe one of the biggest things the church can do right now is to not just be a pinnacle of hope, but to be people who serve, the hands and feet of Jesus. And so do you want to talk a little bit about that care page?
Yeah, I think the new normal is death to consumerism when it comes to church, and really the new normal is alive to being hands and feet of Jesus. And really that's where we're going to get inspired and impact the world is continually inspiring and touching others. On the care page, there are opportunities to survey needs. If people have needs, please put it on there. Let us know. We want to know. We want to be able to serve and help people. And so let us know. I know there's some people who have given, and we're thankful for the generosity of some, and appreciate that. We've got some other dreams that we want to see happen with the care page and being able to care for our community, because we realize this is not going to just go over overnight. It's going to be done with. This is going to go on longer.
Yeah.
And so therefore, there are people that are hurting out there that need encouragement. They need a helping hand. And we need to be there as a church. And so I just really feel like generosity, I think that's a new normal. I think prayer is a new normal. I think getting involved in community is a new normal, of really loving each other and caring for each other. And so I would just say how important all those things. Neighbor to neighbor movement, had a great opportunity to see, some things happen with my neighbors. But I just want to encourage, people to get involved with their neighbors, take a card and go. And if they need more cards, we can run off more cards, but take a card and go to your neighbor and drop it off. And hey, if you have any needs, we're there for you. Yeah. Because I think that's what it's all about, is being able to care for our community and love our community like Christ would.
Good. That's good. There's a bunch of resources on that page, a bunch of different things to check out. Even if you're just wondering, how can I serve just right now? There's a bunch of stuff for you there. So check it out. It's ourcity.cc/care.
There's an app called Nextdoor. Nextdoor, they are putting together people. So if you download that app, that's when our mayor was really trying to get us as a church to be a part of that. I don't think that there's a better idea to get the Christian community involved than to be involved in the Nextdoor app. But in the Nextdoor app, I put a kind of a thought of kind of like the neighbor to neighbor movement. I said, hey, if you need any help, groceries or pharmacy or anything like that, I'll go get your drugs for you. I'll go get your groceries for you. Whatever that is, I'll go help. And they're putting a team together in all the different wards or areas. They're putting teams together for that. And it's coming right out of the Nextdoor. So why not, as Christians, be involved in that? It's a part of the city, but let's be involved and be a positive influence along that line. So that's part of Nextdoor. And you can get that off a care page and find out all kinds of information. My wife and I, we both have the Nextdoor app and find out all kinds of things that are happening in our neighborhood and how we can help and serve one another.
That's good. Well, I think that just about wraps up everything for this week's Midweek Debrief, and wanted to keep it concise. I know usually we go a little bit over time. And I don't know if we did this time or not, but if you guys ever need anything, just reach out to us, fill out maybe the form on the care page, or send a chat, or just something. Fight against apathy, fight against being disconnected in this season. That's the absolute worst thing you could do. And so anything,
we love you. We pray for you every day. And if there's ever a need, feel free to get a hold of any one of us. And we want to be there. That's our heart, in any way that we can be. Get a hold of us. Messenger, email, phone, whatever that is. That's our desire, to be there. That's good. And to be an encouragement to you.
That's good. All right. Well, we hope you all have a absolutely blessed week. Thanks for joining us this week and Midweek Debrief. Love you guys. See you on Sunday for drive-in or at one of our digital church experiences.
Yes,
so
awesome.
have a good one.